All right, folks. Good morning. It's Wednesday, September 6th. We have should have Chris Tuttle today at noon. All right, we'll verify that in a bit. There is so much news out this morning. I'm just looking right now since 9 o'clock, and there's other things I may have to add here. LuckD PAVM releases positive data demonstrating clinical utility. And we got Tableau with some news. Candy Crush. So let me just add quickly Tableau and LuckD to the top of the watch list, and we got to get to Overstock news as well. All right, so let's just do that first. Roku, let me tell you this. Roku news is real good. All right, we got a target of $96, $98 on this. Overstock news, not so good. Okay, so we'll break that down in just a second. Let me just first quickly add Tableau and LuckD here to our list. There were so many press releases this morning. It's insane. From our watch list of 300 stocks, like 20 of them at least had news this morning. Really crazy. All right, we're going to move Tableau on up. All right, and we're going to move LuckD on up. Oops. Okay. So, and then we'll look at those press releases closer together. So, I was intending today to mostly talk about Roku as our top pick of the day. Lots of news on other things we'll get to, but Roku had the clearest signal. So, where should we start? Let me just quickly start with Overstock. They did give an update on Q3 numbers, and it's disappointing so far. So New Bed Bath & Beyond provides Q3 2023 performance update. If you dig into it and go to the main thing I care about, yeah, they're saying they're getting new customers and stuff. Order numbers, mid-single digit % growth year over year, which is good. Includes high teens % growth year over year since the US launch. So that's something I think we got right. Okay. However, it looks like the average order value, high teens % decline year over year, includes low 20s. Okay, this is the problem with the revenue. So we're right about the order number. High teens % growth. Yes, that should come in line because we're looking at 20 to 25% order growth quarter over quarter. If you do it year over year, which is what they're saying here, it probably comes right in line with high teens because they were doing better business last year. So our order number analysis is correct. I think the shortfall here is average order value, low 20s % decline year over year, which is basically offsetting revenue wise, right? If you increase your orders by high teens, but then you're decreasing your revenue by low 20s, that's actually a drop in revenue. So that's what's going on. The app rankings are high because people are ordering. Our order number analysis is right. App rankings are right. Average order value, I didn't expect this much of a drop. It includes low 20s %. And this looks like it will result in revenue forecast missing for the quarter because of this average order value being much lower than expected. That's what's going on. Okay, let me just read down further. Visits to our website have increased. Yes, that's true. Visits, app, everything is increased. Conversion is increased. Orders have increased. but because of, I guess, the discounts, and not only the discounts, it's maybe it's the type of customer coming in. Maybe before, when it was Overstock, it was mostly big ticket furniture item. Now you have Bed Bath and Beyond people coming in buying, kitchen pans or something like that, towels, which are lower ticket value. Maybe that's part of it as well. So that's what's going on with Overstock. Okay, so it's not the end of the world for Overstock, but it's a problem short term for the stock price. So let's just move Overstock up here so we could talk about it before we get to Roku. So Overstock, I think, has the potential. This is a big support area here at 25.80. All right. For full transparency, we did sell some in pre-market, but not really selling here at 25.15 at the bid. We sold a little bit higher. But here at 25.83, that's an important support level. 579. Yep. So the high 25s, important support level. This candle here, 25.17. And I think there's the potential. Look, long term, this is not the end of the world, right? Their visibility is growing, their order numbers are growing, their customer base is growing, all that kind of stuff, right? So will the revenue work out over time? Will their profit work out over time? Maybe. And then we also have potentially $50 worth of value, $50 worth of value in the VC assets they own in blockchain. So, but short term, however, like I'm just talking like today, tomorrow, there's a chance this thing goes to 23, 24. And I don't think I'm willing to sit there and just watch it go to 23, 24. We sat from 39 to 24. Then we got to bounce up here to 27 or so. So, for us, I am taking some action here and reducing. And who knows, maybe I'll do a short thing in the, puts or something for a quick move to that 200-day moving average. That's the short term. Long term, it's not the end of the world. Short term, yeah, it could be a problem. All right. That's Overstock. And basically, just to recap it, what we got wrong is the average order value. That's what's causing the big revenue shortfall. Average order value much lower than expected. It's 24.80 now by 25.10. So, if it was over 26, I'd be selling much more. But we'll see. We'll see if there's a bounce in the morning. Okay, that's Overstock. Roku, perfect press release here. They're guiding revenue up, and they're also cutting expenses at the same time. You know what that does to profit? So now their adjusted EBITDA guidance going down from like negative 50 million to negative 20 million, something like that, taking them closer to break even. I love that news that both revenues increasing and they're cutting costs. So I think this heads back towards the 52-week high, which is 98.44 on Roku. So give you that alert in the app at $90. And we actually averaged up a little bit during the morning, and we're happy with that. Looking for 96 to 98. And look at this Overstock here at 24.60. Okay, so GNSS had news. Okay, GNSS, they won Boston. So a step back in a little bit here in pre-market 352. If we have time, we'll talk about that with Chris if he's available at 12 p.m. All right, that's really good news. And the good tailwinds, good sentiment tailwinds with Hawaii and their CNBC appearance and everything like that. So that's good. Perry had a little bit of news. This one, I don't know if this is actionable. They won some award for some, an AI product. It's not like a contract. It's an award. Wins Digiday Technology Award. I don't think I'm willing to bet on that, although, longer term might be a good pickup here at $34. And this award is a reminder that they have an AI product, so it could do well today. Then you have RUM launching beta. Oh my gosh, 24.15 now, 24.15 by 24.25 on Overstock. Then you have RUM launching beta of their cloud business, cloud beta. It could be a tailwind today. I don't think that's strong enough to play it personally. Tableau, let's see if we have time to look at Tableau and LuckD News. AugX, nice little press release expanding a product expansion. It's not a revenue, it's not a win, it's a product expansion, something to keep an eye on. Don't think I'm going to jump into that. Really, I went into this morning thinking our day will be about long Roku. All right. So now it's a little bit more than just about long Roku. Okay, so but all these other little things, maybe not much to play with here. FedEx got a big upgrade. FedEx 305 from 251. I don't like playing stocks just on analyst upgrades. I like something else, some other pillar. We don't have it here. It's stocks below the 50 DMA, but I'll watch the relative strength on that. Like if FedEx moves above the 50 DMA, then maybe we'll get in on that. Okay. Gevo, a little bit of news. At first, I thought it was kind of material because they won a $30 million award grant from the government, which is 10% of the market cap. However, it looks like this was probably announced before. It's just that they finalized it. So it's not new. And that's why the stock is maybe not moving this morning. And then NVTS with some news that looks maybe promising, opening a whole multi-billion-dollar data center for solar and EV opportunities, gallium nitride opportunities. So that's interesting. I'm going to move NVTS on up. MP, I just want to note relative strength this morning after the big analyst upgrade the other week. Something's happened here. I don't know what it is. It could be, oh, here it is. Just came out. Okay. This came out this morning, and now we get it. So raised to outperform. So another analyst upgrade. This is Northland Capital on MP. Okay, Northland Capital. Oops, what's that? Okay, no. Okay, Northland Capital. It doesn't give me a price. Okay, but that's another analyst upgrade. That's 2 in just a couple of days. So MP. All right. So what I'm going to do here is move NVTS and MP up on the list. Okay, so we're going to have Roku and MP and GNSS to the long side. NVTS. That news looks interesting. FedEx, we're going to monitor to see if it breaks resistance. LAP had a little bit of news this morning. We'll talk about that in just 1 second. And I want to look at Tableau and Luckd a little bit more. And Zscaler, they beat. Plab missed. Oh my God, so much news. Plab missed. And yeah, if I jumped on it earlier, that would have been a short. I don't think I'm going to be shorting at 10% down. But also Zscaler, even though they beat and raised, they said challenging macroeconomic environment. Lots of warning signs out there about the economy really pumping. I got to tell you, last night I was on Wolf Spaces. Remember, I've been telling you that I don't understand why QQQ and SPY are over the 50 DMA, but I'm just going with it. Well, apparently there's a lot of signs that things are not going well. There's an equal weighted NASDAQ index, which is now below the 50 DMA. I don't know the ticker symbol for it. Same with SPY, equal weighted SPY, which is below the 50 DMA. Also, I just want to point out that IWM had a terrible day yesterday. And did it go back below? It went back below 2 moving averages, the 50 and the 20. All that was happening as rate expectations were going up with TLT rising. And, the breadth is really bad. Really, QQQ and SPY went back above those key moving averages because of just a few stocks. So actually, after the show I participated in last night, I'm kind of bearish again. And I don't trust this position that we're in above the 50 DMA. So I'm going to be looking to maybe get some more hedge, maybe by shorting ARK, shorting IWM, shorting financials as well. I'm worried about financials. Let's see how KRE is doing this morning. Had a bad day yesterday. Let's see how SKF. Oh, is that single? Yeah, it's single inverse of the XLE. So that looks like it's heading on up. So I'm kind of bearish at this point. So I want to short RK, short IWM, short financials, long Roku, maybe a little bit of long MP, a little bit of long GNSS, watching NVTS. I don't know if I want to jump on it, but we're watching that. Watching FedEx for a possible move up. LAP, there was some product news, but not revenue news. So I'm not going to jump on that. Unveils new product line of 7 satellite businesses. And then Overstock. We reduced some. We might even short some today as we move possibly towards that 200 DMA here at or that recent low. Okay, that's the story. Didn't get a chance with you today to really look at the press releases on Luckd and Tableau. Let's see if we can do that real quick. Tableau announces new exclusive multi-year deal with Sinclair broadcast group. So what's that? It's a renewed multi-year deal. It's not really a new customer. Renewed multi-year deal under a new agreement. Sinclair will continue to utilize Tableau. So yeah, I don't think that's something I want to act on since it's not a new customer. And then Luck D with some positive data demonstrating finally of EsoGuard to some in firefighters. This could be okay news. The traders might run it a little bit today, but I got other fish to fry today. All right. So that's the story. Long Roku, a little bit long MP. I got to say, GNSS, I kind of like the catalyst better. They won Boston. That might be a better catalyst. So let's just move that up a little bit, although you got to be careful with your fill and your position. And MP, yeah, kind of watching NVTS and FedEx, not really moving on them yet. So that's going to be the plays is mostly going to be long Roku, long GNSS, maybe a little bit of long MP and short Overstock. That's going to be my focus for today. All right. And hopefully we'll see you. I'll confirm with Chris Tuttle and we'll see you at 12 p.m. with Chris Tuttle, guys. Take care.